welcome back. Or if you're new to my channel, my name is Nghiem. I'm a food and beverage photographer based out of Philadelphia. I want to put out a follow-up video to my video on the 85 VCM 1.4 that I put out recently. It is a 33-minute video, and after watching it, I saw myself, I rambling and that sort, and I just pretty much kept on saying the same things over and over again, that I was like, you know what, I'm not professional at this, but I can try to do better. So my thoughts on the 85 still stand. I really do like the Canon 85 1.4. I wanted to get it since getting back to Canon from Fuji. I did know that I want to get the 1.2, but that's because of the tariffs. It's over $3,000. So that's something I'm gonna wait to find on the used market. So for right now, the 1.4 will be perfect for everything I need with this focal length. And the 85 is my favorite focal length. The f2 was really good, but I broke the motor because it got caught. I had one of these lens filter attachments on the barrel, and when I pulled out the camera with the lens, it yanked the internal part of the lens barrel out. With the 85, because it also swings as a macro, not a true macro, but does macro stuff, it has an extending barrel. So when I pulled it out, I also pulled out the barrel, which I think caused the motor to break. Or maybe not the motor, but the gearing inside break. So when I brought the webcam Philly to see if I could send it to Canada to be fixed, I got quoted for half the cost of a new lens was a repair cost quote. Brand new right now, the 85 f2 is $689, I believe. The repair at first was $412. Then they called me back telling me that they overquoted, and it's now $369 or something like that to repair it. And at that point, it's still half the cost of the lens. So I'm like, no. So I agreed to sell it to Webcam Philly for parts, and I put the proceeds to get the Manfrotto 1, which is right next to me. I'll probably do a more appropriate video review of the Manfrotto 1. I did add, with that 85 video, I did also talk about the Manfrotto 1 and my thoughts on that one. So I kind of made a double review part or discussion in that video. But yeah, but back to the 85. As a food and beverage photographer, you could get away with cheaper lenses for sure. Even like more professional things, you could still get away with cheaper ones. It's just consistency and build quality that is the most, is the things you need to consider. But for the most part, the reason why I got the VCMs, because I also want to do video. What I found with the silver ring lenses for video, not only are the motors louder, but they tend to focus, breathe, and hunt a little bit. Well, especially when doing autofocus, that kind of thing. Whether you're doing manual focus pulls, it doesn't matter. But because I was trying to use autofocus with video, I saw this and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna save up and get the VCMs. I do have three Cine lenses. I do want to complete that set, but right now I don't want to spend any more money. I kind of do want to get the C50 when it comes out, but right now I'm in the let's not buy anything phase right now, because everything's costing too much more money, and prices are supposed to go up even more again. So I can't justify any further purchases. The 85 obviously is as I mentioned, is my favorite focal length, and I use it for work. So for me, it was a no-brainer to replace the f2 that I broke and go and just put a little more money in. Not a little more money, like just get the 1.4 VCM. I can't believe I said a little bit more money. It's in total, it came out to be $1,700. It's $16.99 plus tax. So I'm pretty sure before tariffs, it would have been about $1,500. About. I guess I shouldn't really go on the political stuff in this video. Probably lose views, and I could go on, but I'll just say it's really ridiculous. So yeah, that's my current thoughts on the 85 1.4. I'm obviously going to shoot more, and you know, it's 85. I know what it's going to look like in terms of for stills, so that's probably why in my previous video I didn't put too many demo or sample photos of what I shot with it, because also I also just must try to use it for video and see what it looked like and see how shaky my videos could be. Pardon me. Because doing video handheld with 85 is, you're gonna get a lot of shake. But, you know, I'm gonna keep on shooting with it. Those are my thoughts with the 85. It's really good, you know. Can't complain. I'm pretty sure, well, it doesn't have as much in-body corrections like the 35 and 50 in terms of stills, but I leave the in-body corrections to fix it for me. Every now and then I'll see an artifact like on the 50 on a certain angle, or maybe it was just the light where it was just this dude's head. Dude was bald and the light just hit. It just made it look like it could just be light reflections, but it just made it look like his head was like flat on one side of his head. And like, wait, is that because of the barrel? Because of the in-body camera corrections, or is it because of light reflections? Either way, it was pretty hilarious. But yeah, all in all, if you're in the market for the 85 and you're in the Canon RF system, the 1.4 is really good. But rest assured, you could if you get if you have the silver ring lenses, you'll still create great work. If you're doing with video, they do have caveats with the silver ring lenses. You still can do it, but you also have the lenses are louder. Some of the lenses, the barrels extend, and they don't have like uniform filter thread. So just keep that in mind. Either way, pretty much every single lens in gear today is really good. You'll get great quality images. They might not have the character you want, but if your work relies on lens character, then you don't have much to stand on in terms of video quality or of storytelling, that sort. So that's my thoughts on the 85. It's a great lens. I think it was worth the cost, kind of. I mean, obviously, if it was cheaper, I would have been much more happier, but it's not $3,000 like the 1.2. It's a nice in-betweener. I've been waiting for the 1.4 version for a while, so we have it right now. So yeah, that's my thoughts on the 85 1.4. Right.